Hello, this is Tiffany McManus with module number 8, and I'm going to talk today about social competence, emotional and social development, and how we can support it as educators. Social competence is the ability to get along with others, and as everybody knows, children can have a hard time doing that. So, as educators, that's something that we will have to promote and help children learn how to get along with others, because some children are single children and they don't have other people that they communicate with when they come to school. You can help promote self-confidence by providing children with a strong sense of themselves, so they really know themselves and they understand what's going on with themselves. Also, providing children with strong and positive adult children relationships or interactions. When a child interacts one on one with a teacher or a helper, it helps them better understand how to go together with adults or other people. Also, having adequate peer interactions in the classroom, so group activities or other activities that children can do to get one-on-one time with other children. Social competence can be affected by communication, how children communicate with each other, or how well you communicate with the child. Next, I want to talk about emotional development, which is really tricky in children because emotions or feelings can be anywhere, everywhere in a child, because they are just learning their emotions and they don't understand their emotions or feelings. So they don't know how to take them out, or they don't know how to deal with them. And on page 365, chapter 13 in our book, it says that emotional development consists of a gradual growth in the ability to recognize, label, and appropriately respond to their feelings. As everybody knows, even as adults, feelings can make you feel crazy. So when children are learning their emotions, that's why they cry or scream, or they don't understand what they're doing. Emotions are feelings, and children really don't understand how they feel, even though they think they do. It's important as educators to help children understand how they feel, or how to help themselves when they have feelings that they don't understand. When developing as a emotional development, it goes on many parts. And one second. There's many parts to your emotional development, and even as adults, we're still developing emotionally, which is really hard because it's your whole life that you are developing as emotionally. And when you're developing your emotions, it is important for children to recognize and be able to label what feelings they're feeling. It's also important that children accept how they're feeling. If they're feeling sad, they need to accept that feeling, and it's our job to make sure that those things are being done. Also, we need to give children they need to have the appropriate response to their feelings. And children don't know when they're young how to respond to feelings, and it is important that that's what we need to teach them. Kicking or screaming or yelling or shouting or crying are not appropriate ways to respond to your feelings, but it's normal for children because they don't know. Those are just natural responses for children, and sometimes even adults. But as educators, we need to teach children to learn words and use their words rather than actions, and to help them effectively deal with their emotions. Supporting emotional development can be challenging as an educator because, like I said before, emotions are crazy and they make you crazy. And in a classroom, you have however many kids who are all learning what feelings are. So as an educator, there are many ways to help in a classroom, help children deal with their feelings and emotions. Those things can be done through art, music, dancing, therapeutic activities such as playing with Play-Doh or blocks or Play-Doh or sand, or reading books to help them stay calm, or just playing in general. Children who are playing often don't realize that they feel a certain way because playing makes them happy. So if they're sad and you give them something to play with, that helps them overcome whatever sadness they're having, and it keeps their emotions low. Oh, sorry, I have about 3 pages here that I've wrote stuff on. When dealing with emotions, it's very important to promote positive energy when dealing with children. And stress is one of the biggest factors that causes emotions in children. Stress can happen at any age, as we know. Even adults were stressed all the time. And many things can cause stress in children. Their families, if they have a bad home life, they don't have food on their table, or they don't have a place to sleep, that's going to cause a child to be stressed. Or if children don't understand what they're doing in school, if they don't understand math, or if they don't understand reading, that's going to cause them to be stressed. Or children who are being bullied that don't want to tell someone, all that buildup from the emotions can cause a child to be extremely stressed. Other things are being too busy after school, sports or music lessons or other activities that children are involved in. That can also be a major factor of stress because they're trying to get their schoolwork done, they're trying to do home stuff, and they're in all these activities. Also, younger children don't understand things quite like adults do, and sometimes things we don't even understand, such as the news. If a parent's watching the news and children see what's going on, or someone was shot or murdered, that's going to cause them to be scared and once again build up stress. Also, children who are abused, that is also going to cause stress. It's important that we help children cope with the development of stress and worldly stresses. Being able to cope with stress can help put a positive influence on the children with their social and emotional development. So hopefully I covered everything, and have a good day. Thank you.